I'm Aaron Gallo.
I'm Marty Hogan.
And I'm Eric Berry.
And we're from the Starfleet Escape podcast. And you're listening to another great four-eyed radio product. For more shows, check out foureyedradio.com.
Hey there, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios, and this Four-Eyed Radio presentation is being proudly brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
Between a boy and man, she was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. Splashing through the sandbar, talking by the campfire. It's the simple things in life, like when and where. Shined upon her hair, and we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song.
Sipping whiskey out the bottle.
Not thinking about tomorrow. Normally when you're drinking whiskey out of a bottle, you are not worried about what's going to happen the next day.
Usually when you're drinking enough whiskey, you'll start listening to Kid Rock.
Normally it's hand in hand, exactly. You've got whiskey in a bottle, you're drinking it out of it, and someone's like, hey man, turn that Kid Rock on.
You know what? Early stuff, but also some of the later stuff.
Yeah, also mid-career.
Mid-career.
Someone play Born Free right now.
I swear to God, I'll take my pants off.
That is good, but I mean, when you're drinking whiskey out the bottle, that's a situation.
You are not thinking about tomorrow.
Or you're trying to not think about yesterday. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
That
when
got
you're
a
really
little
trying
deep
to
at the end, but yeah.
Get into it.
That's
when you're trying to.
That's hard to the core, right
chasing
there.
a dream.
Oh my God!
No, but I can't tell you the last time I took a slug out of a whiskey bottle. You must have just done it recently.
I know. I saw you do it 4 weeks ago in a hotel room at a casino.
What's that?
With Nicky Romano and.
I'm not recalling this.
Yeah, we were on a bender, and you came up to the hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
And literally pulled whiskey
Jesus,
from a bottle.
That's right. Okay. Wow, that is specific. Were you holding on to that one?
You just brought it up. You just said, well, I can't remember the last time I could remember.
I wasn't in the best place at that moment.
You were in a pretty good place, I thought. You were among friends. That's all that matters.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, you guys were a mess.
Yeah.
I was sober Sally, and I think I was trying to get on your level.
We were feeling some type of way, for sure. Welcome to episode 48, The Brothers Turner.
PTP.
We are in the building, and we're feeling ourselves.
Like
real
we're putting
quick,
on lotion.
we're putting on lotion. Real quick, 48, as far as sports references.
Who's your guy?
My favorite, number 48, has got to be, I love Torrey Hunter.
Ooh. That's a good answer right there.
I'm a big Torrey Hunter supporter, always have been.
Yeah, I think he's top 3 guys ever.
Just human beings?
Yeah, Torrey Hunter's the man.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think
he really is. He's like 40 now. What did he do yesterday? He did something.
At 2 days ago, he got high and inside. Some dude pitched him.
And then he took him.
And then he looked back at the ump and he was like, was that a change? That was a change up? And then the next pitch, he took him like 400 feet out of the plate.
Oh, man. That guy knows how to live.
He's got to be like 40 years old now.
Has to be. I mean, it makes me feel old.
Torrey Hunter, he defined how to play center field in the 90s, at least for me. I fucking hated Jim Edmonds.
Especially
I like
when you
Torrey
have
Hunter.
a garbage bag as your backdrop.
He stole that home run from Barry Bonds in the All-Star game. I'll always remember that.
That's right.
Torrey Hunter's my favorite 48. You got one?
I'm going to have to go with Daryl Johnston.
The Moose?
No.
That's not a bad answer.
No, I'm with you with Torrey Hunter being the best at 48 in my mind. Jimmy Johnson comes to mind.
Dark horse is easily Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson, that's my
because
guy
I know
right
nothing
there.
about NASCAR,
You
but I know
how
that
into NASCAR I am, though.
he just kept winning.
He did. I don't know. I just
don't
can't
know
get
anything
into
about it. I know that he won like 4 in a row, though.
I cannot.
That
get
seems
into
hard to do because I feel like I could beat him.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel like I've played like
Driving skills.
those video games. I'm pretty
Dave
good
and
at.
Busters when the car gets
Yeah.
moving. Yeah,
I always
I'm
dominate
actually
those.
always picking him. I'm him normally winning.
Episode 48. We start with some Kid Rock. We're trying to get the theme going for the week to get you prepared, John, because you're going to Detroit Rock City this weekend.
I am the Motor City.
And so, Kid Rock, like it or not, kind of defines Detroit right now. I'd argue Black Milk, Danny Brown, and Jay Dilla do as well. But
no one's arguing the other way.
Yeah.
But
Seeger
runs.
But-
Seeger's the mayor.
But Kid Rock is repping Detroit through
I'm
and
in
through for sure.
Psychoville, and Finkel's the mayor.
That song specifically, though, they're talking about what you're going to be entering, which is summertime
Yeah,
Michigan.
hopefully now the weather looks.
Have we looked into it?
I think it's going to be okay, but
Did you look at?
you don't know in the Midwest. Back, you know how it goes. With the
Yeah,
weather.
10-day forecast doesn't mean
It
shit.
doesn't mean shit, but it's
Yeah.
only a couple days away now. We're recording this on a Monday because I'm going to be out of
Yeah,
town.
you're going to be leaving.
Um,
By the time they hear this, you'll be in Detroit.
yeah, but
You should post some pictures to the Brothers Turner Facebook when you're there, if you can
the whole
remember.
time, man, absolutely. It's exciting. This is a great time of year in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Everything's cooling down. What do they say? April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah,
So everything's blooming.
that is true.
Normally it's nice. It's supposed to be nice this weekend, I think. And it's gonna be a booze cruise. I'm excited.
No, it's going to be amazing. I was just back, obviously, a couple weeks ago, and it was cold. It's like we were talking about with the spring weather in the Midwest is going to be spotty, and it's still springtime technically, but
Springtime for Hitler.
in Germany. But I got some cold weather, actually, when I was back. It was rainy and kind of cold. A couple days were nice. But I'm hoping you get some good sun rays.
so, too. We're
Is it
going-
not an outdoor wedding? Is it? You're going to our friend's wedding?
No, I think it's not an outdoor wedding. But yes, we're going back I went to the bachelor party in Vegas last month.
Yeah.
Mark and Elena are getting married in Detroit, Michigan, and I'm excited, man. I'm a fan of love. I love love, Michael.
Yeah,
you know that about me.
I think that's a common theme.
But so yeah, I mean it's exciting. Carolina's in the wedding, so that means I'm going to be hitting a flask pretty hard for most
also,
of the
but
ceremony.
you're off the leash for a little bit there because she's sitting
Yeah.
during
Take
dinner and
pictures.
stuff. She's
Take
at the
as many
table.
pictures as you'd like.
Yeah, you're kind of roaming.
Yeah. And
That's
where
dangerous.
That's where I
I know,
thrive.
I know.
When you get to spot, I know she's gonna have eyes on me. Like, are you?
yeah,
I saw you at the bar again. Didn't you
Yeah.
just have another?
Did you just move to whiskey?
Yeah, I did.
I did.
Hey, baby.
You know the band hasn't started playing yet.
Oh, that's bad. When you,
Yeah.
every wedding has that guy who you're like, we have not even had an appetizer.
Yeah.
and you are literally Spencer Coonan right now.
Oh, man. That's a deep reference. But the wedding. Do you know anything about the festivities? We talking live band? We talking DJ?
I believe
Have
it's a
you
live
asked?
band. I think it's a live band.
That's sketchy. That's hit or miss. I trust them.
I think they've got the right plan here. I'm gonna trust them
Hopefully,
with
the
that.
wife is choosing the band. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, Mark is tone deaf. If you didn't know that.
I know. I love the groom to be or whatever you want to call it, the husband to be. But
Right.
man, hopefully the wife has chosen the band on this. I guess is all I'm saying.
I think they got the Silver Bullet Band in there.
yeah. There's somebody
Seeger
else.
couldn't make a
Seeger
commitment,
couldn't
but
make it,
he's
but-
got the Silver Bullet
Yeah.
Band performing at the wedding.
Oh man.
But yeah, we get in Thursday. We fly in Thursday afternoon. We lose 3 hours. Do you lose? Is that how you
Yeah,
say
you,
it? Yep.
you lose in 3 hours right off the top.
And
It's tough to swallow.
You're like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
I'm leaving at 9 and I
Uh-huh.
get in at 3:30. It's ridiculous.
Are you leaving in the morning? So you're getting in the afternoon?
Leaving
That's
in the
not bad.
morning should be a high stress.
Straight shot? Are you doing
high stress
layovers?
morning. I'm seeing a high stress morning in my future.
You're traveling with the girlfriend.
With the girlfriend, and we're sharing a bag to save some money, a giant bag, which, by the way, means I will have nothing in this bag.
One giant bag.
I
You know
have
what
a
would
li-
also save money if you both just carried carry-on bags.
Well, we have to. We're gonna have to. I don't need the other carrier.
How many days are you there?
She's got to take a ton of shit. 4 days. She's got all the wedding dress. She's got
Oh, she's not getting the dress there?
No, the dress is with her. She has to bring it with her.
Hmm.
And don't try. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
But no, it's gonna be. It'll be good. It'll be fun. But
Yeah.
traveling can be a little stressful.
It is.
It can be a stressful thing.
Yeah. Well, also, you're going to a wedding with your girlfriend that you're going on a couple years with.
Oh,
That
sure.
to me is always something to keep in mind. How are you
well,
feeling?
I mean, everything comes up.
High pressure.
After 2 years, every
high pressure.
question, everywhere you go, someone's like, "Oh, you're going to the movies with her?
Uh-huh.
When are you going to ask her to marry you?"
I've heard you being asked that 3-4 times this week.
In the past week, yeah, it happens with every conversation. How was dinner? Did you ask her to marry you?
Yeah.
I'm going to skip that.
It's a
question.
high-pressure weekend.
No,
It's a high-pressure weekend.
It's not about me. It's about Mark and Elena.
You keep
How
telling
could
yourself
this
that.
possibly be about me and Carolina? I think I'm going to ask her to marry me at the wedding.
Yeah.
Right before to steal the thunder. Hashtag Johnny stealing thunder.
Oh, yeah.
No. But yeah, we get in Thursday, and
What if you did do that? That'd be crazy.
Oh,
That would ruin the
what
weekend.
an asshole!
Man, what a
move. You
dick.
kidding me?
This is my weekend.
Yeah. Anybody hold or forever hold their peace? I have something I'd like to say. Actually,
Just like
actually,
to-
Mark, could you? 1 sec. Carolina, can you come out here to the aisle?
And then you have one of those
A band bust through the back door.
a flash dance thing.
Seeger comes in.
Yeah, you get Seeger to come in,
Seeger marries me at their wedding.
but he leaves and doesn't stay for the wedding to play it.
Yeah. Oh, man. That'd be crazy. And then me and Seeger and Carolina go off and he does like a private acoustic thing.
You bail.
Yeah.
You elope.
We're like, all right, sorry, man. Thanks for inviting us to Detroit. No, that would be fun.
Jesus.
No, but we get in Thursday. I think Thursday's a free night. No one is. We all get to the hotel. Everybody's staying downtown.
That's nice.
And I know the guys from the bachelor party.
Yeah,
So I'm
you
excited
got
to see them.
You got a level of comfort.
Yeah. It's going to be fun, man. And then Friday, I'm free all day, which is even more dangerous because she's at a bachelorette situation.
Oh my god!
Not bachelorette.
Like a
She's in the wedding.
yeah,
So-
the bridal party.
bridal
or
part.
something. I think
Something's
it's
going
called.
on. I've been told so many times I should know this. You know what I mean?
Bridal party.
Where you're waving it off when they're like, "Yeah, the Friday, the thing on Friday." I
Yeah.
know what it is. I don't know what it is.
You got to go to a dinner, don't you?
Rehearsal dinner's that night, but during the day I'm free. I mean, how much trouble could I get in?
The Tigers in town?
Tigers are in town that night, but we'll be at the rehearsal dinner. You kidding me? I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna make it to the rehearsal dinner. There's 7:10 first.
Verlander's on the
pitch.
bump, and I scored some ticks.
Babe, are you mad at me that I'm gonna head to the game right now?
Well, look, I got you. Look at the deal I got on these
Listen,
tickets.
if it's out of hand by the end of the 5th, I'll leave. But let me see a full, registered game.
Yeah,
You seem so angry.
your
the
eye is twitching.
The rehearsal dinner is I'm a little worried because Carolina's paired up with this guy in the other side. Do
you know the guy?
Yeah, I do know the guy. It's his 13-year-old brother, Luke Riashi.
Oh my god!
And he's a
I hear
looker.
he's hung.
Yeah. Oh man.
I heard they call
He's
him.
got a major league bat. If you know what I mean?
Well, no, isn't that the brother they call him Big Dick Clancy? Don't they? He's walking down the aisle,
man.
BDC.
Yeah, he's got the extra, a little long in the pants there. Good Lord. They call him tripod on the baseball team.
Oh man, he's walking her down the aisle.
Yeah,
the
walking her.
13
I
you
guess
looked this
that's
kid
what
in the
they're
eye
calling
before.
her. I'm gonna have to give him the firm handshake. Look, keep your hands where they're supposed to be, all right, bud?
Oh
That's a
man.
real live woman of it.
Oh shit, that's good.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
That's real.
I believe that is real. Yes, she
13
is paired up
that's-
with Luke,
Oh, that's good.
which is awesome. That's really good.
Are there some?
And Luke's a looker, He's shooting some winks at the girls. He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
he's talking about stealing thunder. It's Luke.
Swag Champ,
Yeah, swinging.
Swag Champ 2012. I was supposed to be going to this. I do feel bad about it, but
As you should. No,
You
I'm
know.
kidding.
well, in 2 weeks I'm in a wedding in Pasadena, which is so opposite of what you're going to be doing, which is hilarious.
Pasadena will be nice.
Detroit and Pasadena, we're on polar opposites.
Except for when you're Michigan State playing in the Rose Bowl. They won the Rose Bowl.
They go out there and do well.
Not last year. They
Yeah.
won.
But so I got that, and I'm going to be in that wedding too. I got to go through all the same.
Oh, it's so
rigmarole.
different on the dude side, though. Dude side is so relaxed.
Oh yeah,
Not
I'm
relaxed. You still got
the night before the wedding. I'm rooming with
You're with the groom?
with Fred.
Jesus
He was
Christ.
like, "Can I crash with you the night before?" I was like, "Yeah."
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Sleep in the same bed, dude.
yeah.
Don't even
God.
think about calling for a
I
cut.
hope so. So that'll be a funny ass weekend. But
He didn't have plans before. He has to crash with you, like, hey man, last.
Well, he
minute.
doesn't want to go. We're gonna get drunk as hell. And
He doesn't want to have to go home and then.
I think we need to have that last night of of just talking with the boys,
holding on to him. Yeah,
yeah. It'll be nice actually,
Absolutely.
like the old days. Because I didn't get a room. I just booked a room by myself. I was going to see who needed to crash.
Because the next day is a new day. But that night before the wedding's awesome. But you don't want to overdo it. Because that wedding day is a long day.
Oh, sure.
Can you imagine being the groom? Like, I am epically hungover right now on my...
Well, we all just did the bourbon trail, so I think we all know we can wake up and function. At least a little bit. I'm tough sometimes, but you got to... I think you and I, we have that gene where we can just kind of muscle
drinking,
through it, yeah. We might not look that great doing it.
But you get in the shower,
Like
you shake it off a little
you
bit.
look like shit.
That's the best when you come those hotel lobby elevator doors open and someone's saying they're like, "Hey, bud, it's like 3 a.m. in the hallway last night." Well, I'm fine now. Let's not speak about what I said.
But so that'll be cool. So you're going in Detroit.
Rehearsals on Friday. Saturday should be high stress in that hotel room.
In yours? Well, because she's getting ready.
Yeah, she's never been in a wedding either, and she's really never. We all went to that same
big
wedding.
Of a deal.
For the girls,
I think
feel
the
like
biggest deal is what's her name? The bridesmaid, right? That's the high stress.
The maid of honor.
Right.
That's not that's Elena's sister. No, so she's not the maid of honor.
That's high stress. That's like setting things
up.
Girls
are just different. They're just, it's a whole
they
range of emotions. They want to be the...
Well, because you know what they're doing? They're putting, which is good. Women do have, I don't know, I was going to say they have empathy in those situations because they're thinking about it from the bride's perspective, but really they're not. They're actually more selfishly thinking about their selves in that situation.
Absolutely.
They're not. I was thinking about that. It's not empathy that they think. They actually are just so egotistical that they're thinking about themselves in that situation and what they would want to be doing. But they do put themselves in their shoes, but at no point do they think from the bride's perspective. They think, what would I want?
Right, exactly.
And that's not what you
And
should
everybody's got a
do. You should think
different idea.
about, because Elena's pretty simple. The wife to be is pretty simple, easygoing. I think she's going to be pretty cool. She likes domestic beer and hockey.
Yeah. Kidding me?
So
Detroit.
I think it'll be good.
Your DNA when you're born there, I think.
Hopefully, the women will take a deep breath, and because we have the ability to just enjoy the moment. I think.
Absolutely. And the thing is, it will. You've been through a couple of them, and of course there's always those mini crises. Somebody can't find this, or where the fuck is that? This person's late. I can't tie a bow tie. You know what I mean? Something will come up, but you get through it. It happens.
Somebody can tie a bow tie. Just
Hopefully.
find that person.
Yeah. Well, that was David Susko's wedding. I remember at one point it was like, "Who can tie a bow tie?"
Really?
He was screaming in the lobby. It was like, "Oh, we've got to find someone who can." tie a
Susko
bow tie."
was, or somebody else.
Somebody else was. It's always someone else. It's normal.
Yeah.
You want to keep that person calm. You want to keep the groom.
Yeah.
Just stay. You don't even deal with that. I'll go do the screaming.
Right.
You stay over there.
Are you gonna have a flask on you?
I am gonna.
You're gonna bring that Bengals
I
flask?
think I'm gonna bring the Reds one.
You have a Reds and a Bengals flask, you dirty dog.
One for Carolina too. Keep it right there on the leg.
On the girdle.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I'm kidding. No, I don't know if it's a girdle. That sounds old.
What is that thing?
I'm not sure.
You know.
But when they throw that bouquet, I'm tackling her. She's not catching that.
Oh my god! You should dikembe that thing. So that'll be cool. I always love it's like Kid Rock is saying, dude. The summertime in northern Michigan.
Absolutely.
I mean, there are a lot of beautiful places in America, and I think that Michigan in the summertime is underappreciated.
The trees are the right height.
Is that a line from a song?
That's Mitt Romney actually said that.
Jesus.
But it's true though. Like we've been to Pentwater, we've been to Michigan.
We've been to
a couple
Western
times.
Michigan. Western Michigan in the summertime, I can attest, is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
There's all those lakes, and it's green, and it's just a very fun, nice people in Michigan.
Midwestern sensibilities.
Besides those Wolverine fans,
You
what
don't,
I mean?
yeah.
Some
Yeah,
of them.
Big Ten.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
You're among your people.
But
I like being around Pac-10 people.
yeah, dude, I know you do.
Yeah.
Pac-10 guy, are you? But yeah, just that time of year, man. I mean, it's different now, but when you were like 15, summertime, are you kidding me, dude? Let's get down to a creek.
Ooh, in a sweet
Summertime.
You'll be listening to Bob Seger in a whole different way.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Daniel Hyatt for throwing the keep sending those Seger Snapchats.
Oh yeah,
Those
D
are
Hyatt.
good.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to D Hyatt for sending us amazing Bob Seger Snapchats. Also, another shout out to Frances Whitaker.
Yeah,
Frank,
absolutely.
She was
Frank, I
listening
think
to the
California.
Brothers Turner on the way to California. Hopefully, you're listening now. Just know that we both love you very much.
Yeah, very much. Thank you. 143.
Other than that, are you wedding preparations and stuff like that? You got like gifts and things. I always forget about that. You're just doing cash or something. I always do cash.
Leave him some cash.
I do. What my rule of thumb is, as an individual, if you bring two people, $50, but then like $100 total for the couple.
I'm going to slip it to Mark.
But you should
in
probably
like a very gangster style way, maybe like mid wedding, walking up there to him, with a wink, and a handshake.
Yeah, like his grandfather,
and not even like a 50. Give him like a 20 and 3 10s or something like that.
Yeah, right. Not even a crisp 50.
What the hell is this? Did you get this out of your pocket?
I don't know. I wish if I was like super wealthy, I'd do some different shit. And then Caroline is in the wedding, so she might actually have like a nice gift for her. I don't know.
I think I at this point I need to be places on time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna overthink. We might get something there, or we've
some
thought
things,
of it.
yeah.
We've thought of it.
All
Yeah.
right. Registration's a thing. I always forget about.
Yeah.
The gift registry or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then somebody gets fancy, and all of a sudden you want to get them something that you really want to get them. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, it's like, why don't you just stick to the list?
Yeah.
And keep buying Mark Red Wings jerseys.
Yeah, right.
How many of those are on the registry? You know what I'm saying?
You can't have enough, though. Other than that, what else is going on with you? What'd you do this weekend?
Oh, man. Worked a lot. It was Mother's Day yesterday.
It was.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
to
Day
all
to
your mothers out there.
Specifically Mimi Turner,
My mother, not your mother.
a.k.a. Muriel Moody.
Love you, Mom.
A.k.a. Lo Mejor.
But I worked a double yesterday, and Olive and Ivy does a Mother's Day brunch.
On Mother's Day.
It gets pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's busy. And that's like it's a good holiday, but it's anytime you're with family, it's not Christmas. Mother's Day is a weird one because it's like, this is about mom. And some people might not have, might not have the best relationship with mom, but they got to be there at that dinner table. You can see the stress in the air.
Yeah.
For sure, at the restaurant.
Yeah, it's high stress.
It's a high stress environment.
Because it's
And
hard to
people are
please
like,
mom.
Give me a bottle of wine right now.
Yeah.
Only way I'm dealing
Some
with
people
this.
have a strained relationship with their mother.
Exactly.
God forbid,
true.
but you still got to show up.
You got to be there. Then you
Smile for
have
brunch.
a really strained relationship. You don't
Keep the
show up.
mimosas rolling.
Kidding me?
But, yeah, that's good.
Can you guys get a couple mimosas going on Mother's Day brunch in San Diego one
That
time?
was Easter.
Whew.
And, yeah, orange juice for color.
Oh.
And that was a tough day.
When you
saw
realize
some-
that you've drank close to 2 bottles of
And then you
champagne.
realize that, because me and our cousin James is, we're drunk. This is all, but before 10, we've both individually killed a bottle of champagne easily.
Easily. Yeah.
Easily. Like, it was just like every time the waitress came over, it was like,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And then your mothers are because we were with his mother's, who's our aunt, and then our mother is his aunt, and they're driving us around San Diego. We're driving around because we still have the whole day in front of us.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
We see some monks. I remember getting out of the car, talking to them, just about kind of, how we can be with monks. That's our wheelhouse.
How's your take on it? You
Yeah,
kidding me?
free Tibet, dude.
Yeah. Let's get them out of there.
I've been bringing it up since '86.
I was at the Tibetan Freedom Concert.
And so that was a wild day, but that was actually Easter in San Diego. But Mother's Day is kind of one of those. Brunch makes the most sense. Sauce and
Flowers.
I had to do comedy actually on Mother's Day at night. I did comedy all weekend. I was actually at the House of Comedy, same place I was at a couple months back. If you guys remember me doing the shows with Donnell Rollins.
with Ashley Larry, yeah.
And then, it was Monroe Martin was in town, actually. Very funny dude. He was on Last Comic Standing. He was like top 5 or 6. He made it pretty far. Real funny dude. Pretty cool dude. He's from Philly originally.
Philly, I like
and then
Philly.
New York by way of Philly. Super East Coast. Funny dude. They actually, and then the weird thing that I'm trying to figure out, because now I'm going featuring. I featured, so I was the guy right before the headliner all weekend. And then you got to figure out, you kind of got to navigate the weekend. Like, do you have to be the chaperone for the headliner?
Right.
The last time I went ham-boned with Donnell, and that got it got weird, which is good. You want it to get weird, but I'm always thinking, like, I'm way too, like, in my mind, conscious of DUIs in Arizona, and I can't let loose too much when I'm up north.
That's far, too.
It's super far, and, like, these guys don't understand, and they think you're being lame, but I'm like, I can't go hard in the paint right now.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
You kidding me?
And so I bailed out Saturday night. They went real hard, I guess. Now, Martin Road doesn't even drink, but we were at this bar, and we're trying to kind of mingling. It's a MILF bar, Blue Martini.
A lot of MILFs.
Cougars and shit like that. A cougar bar, I should call it.
Cougar Den. I think
Cougar
it's
Den.
Yeah.
Okay.
They live in dens.
And, they were out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all that cool, and it
How's
was like
your
1
game
o'clock.
with an older woman? Are you skilled?
You know what? It's not bad. I was talking to a couple of them, but it was, I don't know, because then you can't navigate, because the other friend is usually much more judgmental than a 20-something. The other 40-year-old friend is like,
listen, we got to get out of here.
yeah.
She's got a Suns jersey on.
I had this one girl I was talking to, but her friend was like
The fleecing of America.
5'11" and like just not feeling anything.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but this...
you want to be like, maybe there's a reason you're here alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
want
saying?
to, but,
Karen.
She looked like Brittany Griner's cousin.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
5'11"?
But her friend was super cute, little whatever she was.
That's an odd combo. Brittany Griner's cousin. And it's super cute. Very nice.
No, she was whack, but her friend, the other friend, was cute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The one playing the stiff arm game was...
She's backing you down?
Yeah, she was treating me like a power forward, dude. She was backing me out of the box. But that was cool. But either way, it was like 1 o'clock. I was like, I got to get out of here. I told him a piece, and then the next day I come up there, and it was one of those like hilarious cliche, like you should have hung out moments, like the David Tell joke.
Dude, should have hung out.
You should have hung out, man.
The Dixie Chicks fucked everybody.
Yeah, 10 minutes after you left, the Dixie Chicks showed up, blew everyone. Even the dude in the Babylon 5 t-shirt got a hand job. David Tell, if you're not familiar with that joke. But it is
true, though. That's some of the worst shit ever when you hear you should have hung out.
It was a you should have hung out moment, and I'm getting all the playback. And I guess they left there, and the other guy that was hosting that weekend, Matt Broom, funny local comic in Phoenix, and he knows a bunch of strippers somehow. And so he goes to this strip club named Cheetahs, and then they go to a gay bar because they were leaving, and then the girls, all these strippers wanted them to go to this gay bar with them, and they're leaving. And I guess they're in the car, and they're like, should we go back just to chill with these girls? Right. And then, they do a quick vote, and it was 2-1. It's like, yeah, we probably should. Sure. Go to a gay bar. Escalates from there. They go to an after-hour strip club. It's a real sketchy one. I don't even remember the name. And I guess 2 of the strippers in the back of the room fight. They start fighting.
Really?
Each other over something. Maybe it's money earlier in the night, whatever.
Probably money. Or cocaine.
But they are fighting. And they're strippers, and one of them's butt-ass naked, and the other one is pretty much naked. And they're just fighting in the back, and like they're all observing this, and they realize they need to get the hell out of there. And they're out in the parking lot, and they're trying to get out of there. One of the strippers ends up coming out in the parking lot and getting away from the fight. And the other stripper, I guess, comes out butt-ass naked on like 7th Street. And they're fighting. One of them's naked. The other one is...
And you're driving home listening to Garth
And
Brooks.
I'm just coming home to you. Yeah, exactly. I got friends in low places by myself in a car.
Friend of rolls, man.
And so I guess the chick was trying to call the cops, but she didn't have a cell phone. She borrows the headliner's cell phone. And the naked girl goes back in, so they think the fight's over. She comes back out clothed, starts swinging on the chick, and the other chick swings on her with the phone in her hand, just breaks the dude's phone. So that was the Saturday night that I missed.
Maybe it's best you didn't.
Maybe it's best that I wasn't there, but that's probably like 10 minutes of material as far as a comedian's concerned.
Yeah. That sounds like a stressful night, though, at the same time.
Yeah,
It's like, God, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that is probably very true. So that's some funny shit that I missed. I dodged that one. Other than that, yeah, I did that all weekend and watched the NBA playoffs.
There were some good games. Paul Pierce, you kidding me right now?
This whole weekend was crazy, dude. It was Paul Pierce. It started with Derrick Rose was the first one, right? Mm-hmm. And then Paul Pierce.
And then the next day
was the next day with the buzzer beater.
Friday, Saturday.
And then the next day was LeBron. Yeah. And they were all they were all to end the game. Like there's a buzzer beater, or there's like late clutch shots, and then there's shots when the clock is hitting 0.
It's going in or it's over.
To win the game. It was crazy.
There's nothing. The playoffs are great for that. And the Paul Pierce one was good. I liked. Because how many times has he done it from that spot on the floor?
Corner elbow?
He literally could have looked at the guy and said, "This is where I'm going.
Elbow?
Meet me there."
Yeah.
He said, "What they said? Did you call? Did you call back?
Did you call bank?"
He said, "I called game.
I called game." And then the dude, Chris Broussard, was still trying to talk to him afterward. He walked away.
Peace.
I called game, and then he walks away, and the reporter's like, "Hey, what about what?"
And that's all from
that's
here
all
in
I got.
D.C. I'm in the district.
Oh man, that was tight. I like Paul Pierce. To me, you've always been big Paul Pierce guy.
Love Paul
ever
Pierce.
Since the stabbing.
Oh yeah. That's where it started for me. Kansas. No, LeBron one was great. That's what I love about. It's always interesting when the star gets to do it. When it's LeBron James. You know what I mean? Like, the best player on the court, everybody in the building, don't let him get the ball, and definitely don't let him get an open shot. And Butler took moved this way a little bit to the right.
He took the jab step in and then took it to the corner.
And that's all he needs.
Well, and then you got to think, if you're defending that, I know the Bulls are really good defensively. You would think that they would have. I'd take the guy off the ball.
He got no help from
I'd take the guy off the ball and double LeBron.
Yeah, he can't score from out of bounds.
Yeah, exactly. With 1.5, he's not getting the ball back either.
Just make sure LeBron doesn't get the ball.
I would have done that, but I don't know. That series is going to be interesting. I think the winner of that series is winning the East.
Do you think I was thinking this. Do you think it's better to hit the game winner on the road? That must have been a great feeling. The entire crowd, or it's got to be as equally better at home when you hit it and your crowd goes absolutely insane.
I think the way that they hit it, first of all, Derrick Rose had a dope-ass moment on Game 3, obviously.
Or 2 nights before.
But to have hit that buzzer beater in Game 4, and then it's 2-2-1-1-1, so they go back to Cleveland. So you hit that Game 4 buzzer beater, and then you got all that momentum coming back to home.
And Bulls
Game
fans
5 is always decisive. Game 5 is an important game in every series, obviously. So,
what is the winner of Game 5 normally? He goes on to win
like 70-something%. Yeah. So I thought that was really big. I also thought, as far as the fourth quarter of that game, that was probably like the ugliest. I know that was a cool ending, but that was not a cool game to watch. Like,
I didn't watch it until the very end.
It was miserable. It was the ugliest shit I've ever seen.
We were also talking about that night how really all you need to watch is the last minute of. And of course, you want to watch the whole game, but if you tune in, you're going to see everything in the last 8 minutes. As long as you tune in with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, you got everything.
I do agree with that. I think the NBA is a perfect sport for somebody that really loves basketball, because you see you're the best basketball players in the world that are playing it. So if you watch the whole game, you really got to love basketball. But if you just watch the fourth quarter,
I love to watch basketball. But it's something like when it's on the first 3 quarters, you just kind of have it on. You're doing other shit.
It's a game. It's an ebb and flow game. There's a game of runs.
But then it's fourth quarter, and you're like, let's sit on down.
Yeah,
because then it's a drama.
Right,
and it's very interesting.
Yeah, I agree. No, you're right. But I don't know. This playoffs has been amazing. Golden State just when as we're recording this now, we're at a point where Golden State is going to be tied 2-2 with Memphis. I think that's going 7 games, and it looks like it might. I'd like to see Golden State play the Clippers. The Clippers are up 3-1. That would be really big if the Clippers are able to close them out in 5 games to get some rest for Chris Paul.
Right.
The Clippers right now look. Woo!
Clippers
are
Austin Rivers the other night.
Fun fact
crazy.
that I heard. I think I heard it. I was listening to like maybe Rich Eisen or something like that.
Maybe on the Herd.
No, I don't fucking listen to the Herd.
Colin Cowherd.
I do not like Colin Cowherd. The stat that I heard that I loved was the Clippers are the first team to win in 2 playoff games and beat their opponent by 25 or more points since the 2001 LA Lakers.
Oh, damn. That was a team.
That was a squad.
Yeah.
I guess they beat the Spurs twice by 25 or more points or something.
That was a squad.
That was a nice squad, yeah. And so the Clippers have beat who they play in Houston by 25 or more points.
Dwight Howard's a bitch. Did you watch that game yesterday?
I've always thought that.
Well,
I
no.
watched. I was kind of. I wasn't watching it intently because they were up by so much. But I was watching.
Shaq's the best. I love that he's on NBA TV because whenever
He'll call some people out.
Dwight will do the interview and he looks like he's going to cry and then he comes back and Shaq's just like, "Kidding me, dog?"
Yeah, you are big as fuck.
Yeah,
like act like it.
Yeah.
You know who I really think is stepped up his. I used to think I didn't think he was a bitch. I just always thought he could be so much more. Was Blake Griffin, and I think that he's playing. It's weird to say that it took him 5 or 6 years now, however long he's been in the league, to like really come into his own.
He came out as a sophomore, didn't he?
He played 2 years. Yeah, he played 2 years at Oklahoma, but
his brother's the one I'm waiting for.
Yeah, he was
Taylor
a former
Griffin.
son.
Yeah.
But the Suns always get brothers. They got the Dragic brothers. They got the Morris brothers, and they got Griffin. They didn't have Blake, but they got his brother. That's weird.
Remember seeing him at the
Weird
Culinary
theme.
Festival?
Taylor Griffin?
Both of them, Blake and Taylor Griffin,
Was I there?
in some way.
I might have been. Yeah, I was faded. Those were drunken days.
Yes, they
Culinary
were.
Festival. But. Yeah, so the fun fact here is also that our predictions, preseason predictions, mind you, from the brothers Turner. You said Cavs.
Riding it out, yeah.
I said Clippers.
Could happen.
If you were gonna say right now, based on what the playoffs look like right now, I would say that the Clippers look like the favorite to win. Only
It's
because
close.
the
Who
Warriors
knows, though? What is
Warriors
the
look a
favorite?
little just like Memphis got them 2 games. They got them looking bad.
They beat them
Tony
tonight,
Allen is
right?
in his head.
Didn't they beat
Now,
them tonight?
yeah.
Is that fine?
As we're recording this, Golden State whooped up on.
No, yeah,
that
Tony
ass.
Allen, first team all defense, definitely is in their head. And he was saying, I want to be thought of in that Bruce Bowen.
First team all defense.
That Bruce Bowen, shut down defender type dude, and he is.
Oh man, Tony
Game
Allen.
changer.
I love players like that, like Tony Allen. I love Joakim Noah. I used to not like Joakim Noah at all in college. I love his game in the NBA so much. It's great. I love players like that are just grimy as fuck. They don't have the talent level. They do not have the talent level of a LeBron, of Steph Curry. They're not that talented. But man, they tried. They try maybe even harder than them.
It's a Charlie Hustle situation.
And you love that. I think all the viewers typically love that type of guy. Or at least I do. I know in the Midwest we love that motherfucker.
Yeah.
No.
I like him. I don't know. He rubs me the wrong way sometimes.
Who?
Joakim, no.
Joakim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he said some shit about LeBron's kids or some shit the other night. That was tough. But
And he
also
acts like he grew up-
also I kind of like that.
And he acts like he grew up in I don't know. He's like a rich kid from Manhattan.
Yeah, but why can't he be tough though?
He is tough. He's proved that
He's tough. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't give a shit where you're from as long as you're consistently a tough
No, he's
competitor.
tough. No one's taking that.
Because if he was
I'm
a
trying
bitch,
to.
if he was a bitch, you'd just be like, yeah, he's a pussy. He grew up nice, all that shit.
The bitch in
he
you.
grew up nice, and he's still a tough motherfucker. I'm rooting for the Bulls in the Cavs series. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I love. I'm a Derrick Rose supporter. I like Jimmy Butler. I'd like to see the Bulls and the Hawks.
And Jimmy Butler, he had it tough coming up.
And he's amazing.
He's
and he's
tough
humble.
man. Yes.
He's good. I like Jimmy Butler quite a bit. So I don't know. We'll see. I like that. I'd like to see the Bulls and the Hawks. I think will win, even though the Wizards are giving them all they got. And then the Clippers. and I still think Golden State will probably take it, but I think that'll go 7 games.
That would be a good time.
That would be a good Final Four,
Yes.
so to speak. But other than that, what else are we going to talk about? Oh, let's talk about what the news that came out this
Today?
week was. Tommy boy,
Old Tommy Terrific.
there was if you guys have been living under a rock for the past week or so, Tom Brady got suspended.
For 4 games. That is pretty weird. It's like I go back and forth and thinking it's a big deal and not thinking it's a big deal. But Tom Brady getting suspended 4 games is a big deal. I mean, he's the face of the league.
Well, one of our good buddies is through and through Patriots
God.
fan.
Yeah, he wears the Newsies hat.
Yeah,
Everywhere. Yeah, I'm from Boston. Yeah, the guy grew up 10 minutes from me.
Headlines don't sell papers, Newsies do.
Everybody grew up 10 minutes from Mike Reddish.
Yeah,
Down
right.
the street. Brookline, Mass.
But our buddy is fucking adamant Patriots fan, so I'm busting his balls about it nonstop. In the end, honestly, the funny thing is I keep busting his balls because it's just funny as hell. I kind of side with him. Like, I think it's kind of bogus.
It's too easy to get him going.
Yeah,
so
I'm not gonna not fuck with the dude.
Yeah.
But like, I would have been fine if they didn't suspend him at all. I just think that the biggest issue for me is from everything that happened, you knew they were going to suspend him. Like, I'm not shocked that they suspended him. Do I think it's fair? And I think the whole thing is like, justified? Probably not. There's a lot of sketchy shit that they didn't really know. They didn't have any hard evidence. No smoking gun, so to
And
speak.
they're saying a lot of this goes on all over the place.
Right. It's kind of one of those rules. It's almost like if it was a court of law, they're treating it like a murder when it's more like maybe like a fucking like a speeding ticket or something like that.
Right.
Like this isn't like that big of a thing. I don't know.
But it's also a lot of stuff plays into it because you've got the commissioner suspending all these other players for big amounts of time for all this other stuff, and they're all African American players. And you got your golden boy there. Are you gonna be the same across the board?
And then he's buddies
what
with
if he
the
comes
owner?
off easy on the Patriots, and then everybody's the other way about it?
Goodell is in a tough spot.
Yes,
That's
and
probably one of the tougher spots he's ever been in.
And they took away the draft pick too. The first round draft pick. That's huge.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's actually, I mean, first round draft pick. Being a Bengals fan, we see how that's huge to us. I mean, we use our first round draft picks pretty fucking well.
Hopefully.
I think, and so to take away a
Losing
first round draft pick,
is horrible.
that's huge. And then $1 million, and then a 4th round draft pick next year. It's still something.
Kraft mac and cheese too. That $1 million ain't shit to him.
Yeah, right.
But I mean,
He
Patriots
actually doesn't
fans-
own Kraft.
really,
He is a hedge fund guy.
hedge fund guy.
I always thought that it was Kraft, not just same name.
Really?
Not that he does not. He's not the cheese connoisseur that we all dreamed he was.
No, I was just mentioning Kraft mac and cheese. I knew that he was a hedge fund guy.
Oh, did you?
No, I'm kidding. No, can you imagine? I was just mentioning mac and cheese. Are you kidding me? Of course I knew that he was a hedge fund guy. But it's funny, these Patriots fans are just, there's always something with the Patriots.
Well,
they're
yeah.
saying like it's not a big deal at all, but it is kind of a big deal. I don't know. I go back.
Oh,
and
if you're a
forth.
Patriot, talking to Patriots fans, there's no.
all lies.
The thing about this that makes it difficult is that the Patriots are the Patriots, and so you've got two factions of fanhood. A lot of them are just hardcore Patriots fans. So you're talking to people that are just so blindly biased by it,
Right.
or
People hate him.
you're talking to people that are blindly biased the other way, that they fucking hate the Patriots and they're just happy, just fuck them. I'm kind of in the middle. I actually don't give a shit about. I don't hate the Patriots. I really like Tom Brady as a quarterback. I think he's fucking great.
And as a husband.
And as a human being, and a father and a husband. I don't know. They're going to get. So it's 4 games. They're going to appeal it. In my mind, this is what's going to happen. They're going to appeal it. They'll bring it down to 2. Then he misses 2 games. He gets to spend 2 extra weeks with Giselle.
Right, and last time I checked, they don't play the Super Bowl in week 2.
And let's say they play the Steelers, and then I think they play the Bills. Let's say they split them. I'll give them 1-1, even with
Steelers
Garoppolo.
is the first game, right?
Yeah, so I could see the Steelers beating them.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's at. If it's in New England, maybe not. But I could see him losing one of those games, even if they start 0-2. You're telling me that Tom Brady is going to come back
Not motivated.
more heated,
Oh my god.
more heated than ever in the history of Tom Brady.
To prove.
And the last time they came back heated was after Spygate. They went 16-0.
Yeah.
They lost in the Super Bowl, but they went 19-1 or whatever, 18-1.
18-1 big loss. That's remember those shirts?
Yeah, they did definitely lose a big one, but they went 16-0 in the regular season,
That was a crazy year.
and they were heated. Now they did have Randy Moss that year.
Yeah.
They do not have Randy
And
Moss.
he was freak a leaking. That guy
Yeah.
was crazy that year. They both broke the touchdown record that year. He broke
Yeah.
it for wide receiver, and Tom broke it for
Was that the same year?
22 touchdowns for Randy and 50 for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And Peyton
That's
just
quite a
broke
bit.
it last year, his own record.
Yeah, and the other thing I guess with it too is bringing up Spygate there too with the suspension. I mean, we've already had to reprimand you. It was almost like Goodell,
Yeah, it's true.
It's almost like Goodell, like feeling like he didn't get him good enough or something. Yeah, it's like fuck these guys. I don't know. There's something about the Patriots. They get a little too. I do think that they think they're above the law a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you guys always doing shady shit? Like, a lot of your shit, I don't give a fuck that you're doing. Why are you doing
Always doing
Yeah,
it.
like nobody
No
else.
one trusts you, man.
Yeah, like why you keep fucking.
No, you can't watch my kid.
Because think about what they did, dude. They in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, that's when you really break it down.
If you
You
really
get
think
yourself
about,
mad about it.
yeah,
fucking kidding me?
that's when I'm like okay with everything, because if you think about it, the AFC Championship game is
Get to the
occurring,
Super Bowl.
and then the referees go test the balls, and they test them and they're okay, and then the balls get lost.
To actively sneak them into a bathroom.
And there's footage of them bringing them into a bathroom. So he takes the balls without the officials knowing,
Right.
and he takes them into a bathroom for 1 minute and 40 seconds, and then he brings them back, and then at halftime they check them and they're underinflated. Now, mind you that with all the documentation of it and everything, like they're not that underinflated. It was like not an aggressive amount underinflated, but they were underinflated.
Right.
And there was something that fucking happened in that fucking bathroom.
Right.
Like common sense tells you they did some shit. Tom Brady told them to do some shit. And
How about those text messages? Those guys are Neanderthals. The text messages back and forth.
yeah, they're
Fuck
weird.
Tom.
Yeah, I know.
That
Right?
was funny, dude. Reading those, we're just like, what is wrong with these guys? Wait till I give them wait till next Sunday. I'm going to give them a
I'm gonna give
rugby
'em
ball.
Rugby balls, yeah. Those should get some more
You wanna
clever
talk
shit.
about- Do you think they still have a job? Are you kidding me?
Oh, those guys are
Canned.
definitely.
Yeah.
How shitty is that too? Nobody's talking
Lose
about
a
that.
job.
Here's two guys. Tom Brady. If Tom Brady told you to do something and you worked for the Patriots,
That's illogical.
that's
Immorals.
Immoral, yeah.
I
Like,
don't think I can do that, Tom.
yeah.
I'll let you have sex with my wife. Okay, I can do that, Tom.
And then also think about it from the perspective of if you knew that these balls were going to Tom Brady, would you fuck with them if he didn't know about it? No,
crazy, man.
you wouldn't. Like if you use common sense, some shit happened.
Yeah, and he knew. I think he was generally aware.
Yeah, I think he was genuinely aware. Yeah.
What? I don't know, man.
It's just
They
weird.
won the Super Bowl. And they're not taking that away. You know what I mean?
That's what some people are saying they should. I think that's a little too much.
Yeah, they should take it away and give it to the Bengals.
You know, I think that this opens up for the Bengals to be.
The only way we'll ever win the Super Bowl is if they just give it to us. We won't have to win the games.
I agree completely.
Just give us the trophy, man.
I agree
We
completely.
deserve it.
But I don't know. What else is going on?
Not a lot of man. You've been listening to any music, reading any books?
You know what I've been doing? I watched a fantastic documentary. I know we've been on it. I've been on a documentary bender. Last week we talked about 3 of them. This week our buddy Dan Baer recommended to me on Netflix. There's a documentary called No, a documentary about Doc Ellis, who was the guy that threw a no-hitter in like 73 or something, and he was on LSD. Damn. And I knew so little about this guy. I know that story because I've read about it, and it's super interesting just that somebody did that. That's kind of one of those things where I'm always like, that's awesome.
That's crazy.
But this documentary, man, it'll get you, dude.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really well done. He's a really interesting dude that I had no idea about. And the Pittsburgh Pirates of that era, we fucking hate the city of Pittsburgh, but that was a very revolutionary team as far as progressiveness with black athletes.
Roberto Clemente.
They were the first team ever to field 9 black players on a field in
We are
71.
family.
The We Are Family teams, yeah. Clemente, Stargell, and this guy, Doc Ellis, was their ace. They talk about playing the Reds. I guess he was so fucked up one game that he just wasn't having it because the Reds he always said like the Reds of the mid-70s teams.
Tough lineup.
They'd shake your hand. Yeah, real tough lineup. They'd shake your hand. They'd kiss your ass, he said, and then they'd kick your ass.
Yeah.
And he didn't want that shit. He told the whole team, he's like, man, you can't be friendly with these motherfuckers. They're trying to be friendly with you, and then they just fucking whoop your ass. And that's what the Reds were doing. And he was like, fuck this shit. And he started the game against the Reds, and the first 5 batters that he hit him. He hit 4 of the first 5 batters. It's funny just listening to it. Really good documentary. Really just an interesting guy. There's a redemption story, and it'll hit you.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't. I didn't cry, but like I was like, damn,
you look near tears right now,
dude. It's a good.
I think I'm gonna watch it tonight.
It's a good little story, dude. There's a point where he reads a letter that Jackie Robinson wrote him, and you're just like, damn, this
holding on to the
motherfucker.
couch.
Yeah, you just. So definitely check that one out. Other than that, I haven't. I saw Age of Ultron last week. I want to see Mad Max. Are you fucking excited for this?
That looks good. Now, are you a fan? Have you seen the originals?
I haven't, and I'm not going to even lie and say I have. I have not.
You've never seen?
I haven't.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
why. I know. I was thinking about it. I should do that this week, huh?
Dude,
should I watch
24-year-old Mel Gibson? It's crazy.
They're great, right?
Awesome. Road Warrior?
I hear
you got to start from the beginning.
Well, isn't Road Warrior the second one?
I believe it's Road Warrior, then Mad Max, then Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Okay. I think only because I read something today. Either way, I heard the second one is
that backwards.
I heard the second one is like one of the best action movies ever.
Good
and I love a good action movie.
Jim Turner loved it. Or Dad made me watch those a couple times in our youth.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Our father knew some good
Mel Gibson's
films.
Great in that stuff.
Knows some good films.
Beyond Thunderdome's a little bit. Are you kidding me?
Is that the one with Tina Turner? Yeah. But are they
it's still good though?
And so they're all directed by the same director.
What's his name?
Gerald Miller.
There you go.
Or George Miller. I'm sorry, George Miller, and he directed this one.
Oh, but really?
Yeah,
all the way back.
Yeah, and I was just because I read some shit about it today because I'm excited for it.
It's all a car chase, or it's all.
Is it? They're trying to get to.
Yeah.
I know that it starts with Charlize Theron's character. There's a main person that like has a tribe, and he's the king of this tribe, and she helps his 5 wives escape imprisonment because they shouldn't live like that, and then they go, and I think Mad Max is maybe in prison with them or something like that, and then they're chasing them, and then it just goes from there. And I heard it
looks really good.
Yeah, from what I heard, it just escalates like a great. I love a good action film. You know that about me. We both do.
Yes,
you excited? I heard it's like it's going to be the summer movie from what I read today.
Nice.
But I also didn't know the guy that wrote that article that well, so some question marks.
Good God.
But we'll see.
What have I've been watching. Oddly enough, I watched this show. I've been watching the show Departures on Netflix. You ever heard of this?
Departures?
It's from like 5 or 6 years ago, and it's these 2 Canadian dudes who decide to just go leave. They're just like, I'm going to go travel the world for a year. And they literally just take off and travel the world for a year.
They had money, obviously.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. You can tell. They have a documentary, or it's just a guy. Their friend is the camera guy. But, yeah, of course, you can tell they're bankrolled by someone to go do this.
Which is tight, yeah.
But it's still cool, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, they go through some crazy shit. Maybe it's just because they're kind of weird. They're Canadian as hell.
Yeah.
But That'd be just cool, man, to just go. It makes you
I
just
feel
want
like
to go
we'd be
do
amazing
it.
if we just
That's
traveled
what I
the
was thinking
world.
about. It's just these two dudes. It's two dudes and the guy behind the camera, and he never talks. I mean, you see him every now and then.
Yeah.
But he never talks, so it's just them, and it would be. And there's times where you can tell they're like, Jesus, that much time, a year with just one other person would be crazy. But for the most part, they're having like the time of their life, dude.
It'd be amazing.
Just what an adventure! Just go. It makes you want to just go.
Go. Yeah, hey, man, I talk about it a lot, dude. I just want to go.
Yeah, I've been there.
All I want to
Back
do
porch back there
is drive.
Thailand, man.
I just want to drop everything. Just move to Thailand. I think about that all
That
the
back
time.
patio, you can get some deep conversations going.
Yeah.
And then you wake up like, what time does the Bengals game kick
I
off?
think I brought up 9/11 again this weekend.
How many times did I bring up Pearl Jam?
Hey, Building 7. That's all I'm saying.
We get to Building 7 almost every night. When we get on that back patio,
You know what? But I don't give a shit. Building 7. Look it up.
it's crazy.
Make sense of it. That's how we're ending with Building 7.
No, actually, I wanted to say,
Yeah.
it's graduation week at ASU, and it is cool to see, these kids. You know, it's just like an exciting day. It's Mother's Day yesterday. Everybody was coming in today, and you know, everybody's just in this great mood. I remember when I asked the kid, "So, do you know who's speaking at your commencement?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't know, whatever, fuck that. What's a commencement? It's what you're going to on Thursday.
Yeah, it's the fucking thing.
But,
dumbass.
Yeah, and I remember I totally forgot that Barack Obama was at your
Oh, yeah.
commencement
Oh, yeah.
speech. Yeah, I mean, say what you
Dude,
will
I
about
got-
him now, but back then he was
I got trump cards for days on kids.
brand
Who
new.
spoke at your on anybody? Nobody can touch that.
The president.
Other than whoever was at Notre Dame the same year.
POTUS.
He took, yeah. And we didn't give him an honorary degree. We're like, you know what?
Yeah, just talk.
But yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was. I will always be able to. I always like bringing that up. Oh, who spoke at your graduation? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and sometimes they drop some cool
Trent
people.
Reznor? Great.
Dude, Trent Reznor would be real cool.
That'd be awesome.
That might be cool. And then no, I'm kidding.
Can you imagine?
Actually,
Just
yeah,
something like,
that'd
I
be
want to
great.
fuck you like an animal.
But yeah, I got Barry O. Oh yeah, first black president ever. Fresh off the.
Don't sleep on Barry O.
Do not
Don't
sleep
ever sleep on Barry O.
on Barry O. But
They come to
yeah,
me.
that's where we're at. But either way, you're going to Detroit.
Yes. When I get back, I'll be a married man. Me and Bob Seeger in Carolina.
Do you want? Should we
Very
end
good.
on some more Detroit stuff?
Sure. Detroit. That's the theme.
Detroit
Motor
Rock City.
Motor City.
The Motor City, baby. Well, yeah, we'll end on some gutter ass Jay Dilla. How about that?
There you go. Into it.
Actually, this is a nice little song, but it's a nice little jam.
This is a beautiful beat.
But this is a beautiful, beautiful little jam by Dilla here. So what's your main goal? What time do you think you'll be moving to whiskey out in?
Man.
Also,
I feel like
you
with
got to
these boys,
bring up.
knowing this crew, I feel like whiskey could get involved quickly.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it will. I'm gonna say through the reception. I don't know, man. It's a long day, and I'm not. Last wedding we were with our mom. You know what I mean? I'm with.
Well.
with the booze cruise.
Yeah, you're not with your mother.
I guarantee we hit whiskey during the day while the sun is out.
Well, that'll be
I don't think
crazy.
we'll be sipping it from the bottle, but
You'll probably be sipping it from a flask. How
Yeah.
different is that?
similar.
Yeah, it's very comparable. Well, make good decisions. Do the right thing. I know you will.
Oh yeah.
And speak if you need to speak up during the wedding.
Oh, trust me. If I have something to say, I will.
This song is from Welcome to Detroit. This is Jay Dilla. This will be played at the wedding by the live band. You will request it.
Iced teas and Arnold Palmers.
It's called It's Like That because sometimes, you know what? It is like that.
There you go.
All right, we will be back next week. Yeah, you'll be
Next
back
week
in the
I'll be
flesh.
back. Yeah.
And we'll be back with episode 49 next week. And,
Much love.
Yes, sir. Talk to you guys next week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Big Tom, Ciroc, JD. What? I'ma let y'all niggas pop the coochie, cause you pussy. Plus this 4-5 bust in the back that ass up like juvie. Sophisticated bourgeois niggas with bad habits. And if you don't like it, you can get it and stick it where the sun don't glisten. Niggas is critics and some don't listen, I told y'all. Persevering through all of this bullshit and life is a black six and a hood rat catching the contact plus the innocent. Get my brains blown out like John Kennedy. Remember me? Split a nigga ear and cheek within a beat. Best kept secret, got some shit fixing to hit the street. Y'all niggas ain't even an issue. So real, a nigga bleed through the pencil.
I need to stay on the scene, cause y'all gay motherfuckers is mean. I'm seeing fine beats off this nigga, that's like the end of my career. I tell a nigga like Fuzz, man, fuck that. I'm trying to add these bitches like, you see me, I touch lax. Give niggas pounds like, see me, I touch lax. Plus tracks banging out the back of the range. Respect my gunning. I speak with a double barrel slang in unison with this music in the back of my brain. Rocking straw hats and Pradas, calmly eating on McDonald's, but I know the time. It's time to get you up a bottle. Shit that's hard to swallow, you ain't even an issue. I'm so real, a nigga ain't got an issue.
It's like that. Turn it up, baby. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Turn it up.
What?
Yeah.
What? What?
What?
What?
Turn it up, baby. Feel it.
I got a new respect for half-ass rappers and whack producers. There's something about pure talent that attracts the useless, but drains the pure talent juiceless. That's detrimental to the fruitless that drink artificially flavored sodas. Big egos to compensate small frames like Yodas. American baby break down like dollar store purchases. But so-called real niggas turn to Catholic services. You know purping is you, don't hate me. I play hooky from new schools and teach about the old. Where rap cats this cold like Michigan weather. Sporting FUBU gear, pushing Timberland leather through city blocks with scriptures that blast and turn motherfuckers into father figures. Y'all niggas better recognize ain't shit jumping off unless tobacco off the rise. Tell a nigga like this, make like dwell in your eyes. Cause BC and everything we make is fly.
I got a lot of shining to do. And when I drop, I'ma redefine hot. See, y'all niggas got a lot of rhyming to do. I'm trying to get a spot with a view. A tan 6 and a watch band with a diamond or two. Understand it? So granted, I'm a buster, I can't breathe. And every chicken alive got my cover the vibe. That's the Usher with Jay-Z. The Montana way. Crashing cabaret, glasses, a cradle. Link swinging past my navel. Cocky enough to captivate you. You're all consumed. Just matter arrogance in the air when I walk in the room. Recognize what you quest and press on. And if it ain't dawn, y'all niggas still pawns on the chessboard. Like Cat said, don't nobody give a fuck until you get them ducks and hit them up. I spit for the bucks, square business, what? What? Niggas, it's like that. JD, drop the beat, what?
This has been another great presentation of the Four-Eyed Radio Network. You can catch more shows at foureyedradio.com.